Please help me. I'm trying to get back my composure because I try not to hear that comment that the UFC thing or whatever it was, talking, breathing, said about Michelle Obama. I try not to hear it, but because when I hear it, I just get sick to my stomach. My whole composure goes. I just go somewhere where I don't want to be. Now I'm trying to get my composure back. I'm trying to be the happy person that I am, and it's not really no. I'm like, was that necessary? I mean, this is something that they've been saying since she been in the White House. Okay, now we have to look at that, the White House. Okay, so you have these white folks. They're taking that literal. It's the White House. So it should be white folks in there. And they've been beside themselves since Michelle and Barack Obama been in the White House for 8 years. They raised their kids there. And a lot of people is taking it all out of proportion. Oh, they all becoming these drama queens. Oh, they wrong. You know, it's a trap. These people can say whatever they want to say, right? Just like you saying what you want to say. You saying now they want to start talking about uh, Melania Trump. Now they want to start talking about the Trump family. Come on. If we would just let the Obamas take care of it, let the courts take care of it, and we need to concentrate because you're trying to take our focus off of the right thing that we need to be doing. Okay? And we need to be concentrating on our children. Don't take your focus off the children because the children is the most important thing right now. Okay? Because that's what they are attacking, really, our children. We can take care of ourselves. Uh, we done been through all this. Right now they are being born into a world where AI, automation, hello, hi everyone, and the simple things are being put in the fire right now. So we have to give our kids that simple being, and we need to start focusing more on them, and stop worried about these grown ass people and what they're saying, because we live in a country. We live in a country that you have freedom of speech, even though that freedom of speech can get you killed. That freedom of speech can put you in jail, but it's still there. You can take it to court. I got the freedom of speech. I can plead the fifth. You got all that. Use it. And hello, Monica. Yes, and that's what we try to do. So I had to take this time to get out of my emotions because they still talking about it. What they said about Michelle, and I'm like, really? Who is a man these days? They gonna ask uh the black woman that was gonna be the Supreme Justice, who's a woman? Oh my goodness, who's a man? Because from what I'm seeing a lot of men that's kind of like maybe. We always kind of like wondered, uh, men are more drama queens than the queen. and they more jealous. I've never seen so many men jealous of other men. And they are defending um, child rapists. That never happened when I was growing up. I mean, it wasn't been so widespread like it is now. You know, a lot of things is coming out because of the information. You know, and but us women have to we have to really get together. You know, and I really wish we had more leaders that would have just told us to calm down, don't blow that out of proportion, because it's distracting and it's a trap to get us caught up in our emotions, to make us feel a certain kind of way, and to distract from the all the other mess, you know. And just tell the truth. Who really is a man? What kind of man abuse women, abuse children? I made a video. You know, why are we still celebrating Father's Day, Mother's Day? I mean, because I know because who's protecting the children? Who is protecting the women? The man show ain't. When you hear about these women getting killed and abused, where's the outbreak? Where's the protest? Where is all these men that is so fast to come to Michelle Obama's rescue? But what about just us women that just be here every day? Hello, what is what what is men jealous of? Oh, they jealous of other men. They jealous of how they look, what they got. Because when that UFC said that about Michelle Obama, he was really talking about Barack Obama, saying that Barack Obama is married to a man. Oh yeah, they ain't fooling nobody. They is so jealous of Barack Obama that he was in the White House with a beautiful, smart, young black woman. Somebody, it don't matter if you voted for Donald Trump. It don't matter who you vote for. Before I even started voting, I always say it don't matter who I vote for because I'm still gonna be black and poor. Okay? Well, whoever's in that White House is not gonna make my life any better. I have to make my life better. Because I don't care if the gas is $10 a gallon. That's what I got to pay. And I have a choice to either sell my car and start taking the bus or continue to give up that $10 a gallon. Life is full of choices. But I would never vote for a criminal. I remember when I was back in the day, these people that was running for the president, if they even got a rumor that you cheated on your wife, you had to quit. See, people, decency matter. They don't care about you corrupt as long as you're not accused of wrongdoing. Like I said, you ain't a thief till you get caught. So, uh, but see, I heard of Donald Trump way before he ran for president, and I didn't like him then because I knew what kind of person he was. And then you're gonna put somebody in office that never really did anything for anybody except for himself and his family? That's on you. But uh, he's not the worst thing in the world. Believe me. He's not the worst thing in the world. We have to do better. That's all I can say. That's all I'm going to say. And I hope that we can rise above this and start realizing how far down we have went. When you have a person that have to bring that disgrace not only on themselves but on other people. What's going on? What they try to do is start something. They gonna start something and they ain't gonna know how to finish it. Cause see, they ain't gonna talk about that. They wouldn't have said that if that family was gangster. Just think, their kids are decent, just like they are. Because if that had been gangster and he said that about a gangster's wife, he would be somewhere hiding. Because his house would be shot up, his kids would be shot at. But of course, they always attack the decent people because they know they ain't gonna do nothing. Until they get their God of the Bible, fear in their heart, they're gonna keep on doing it and keep on doing it. Until they realize we ain't scared to die either, they're gonna keep on doing it. So, everybody, thank you for joining in, and I appreciate your highs. And also, men are jealous of. What is men jealous of? See what I mean? Mm. I'm telling you, men have became, they're really showing their true colors. Men are just little kids in grown up bodies playing with toys. It's all toys. They're not serious about nothing. And I'm going to tell you two things that really shows what kind of people they are. They messed up the USAID, and they fired all those people from their job. They don't care about us struggling out here. Just like all these homeless people. Why is people homeless? Now, when a disaster comes and a tornado and all this stuff, they open up these stadiums and let all these people come live and I mean stay there. Why they can't have a stadium or something like that for people to live in that's homeless? Because then they have to get affordable housing. Because right now, in order to get a $500 a month apartment, you have to be making $2,200. And if you don't make that much, you're going to be homeless. Or live it, or you have to live in a darn room. That don't make any sense. But that's how it's set up. And I hate to hear people say, talk about people that's homeless, that's standing on the corner asking for money. Want to get a job. Yeah, you can get a job. But that job barely pays the bills. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Maybe one day we'll have a world that people can live and work and survive and be happy. Because now you have to pay for everything. You have to pay for water. You have to pay for food. You have to pay for electricity. You have to pay for gas. They build houses now where to get a fireplace costs extra. So if the heat go out, you just cold. You don't even have a fireplace. And food is so expensive. I have never been so mad because I grew up where a loaf of bread was 50 cents. I remember when gas was 99 cents. When I used to have to buy gas. So I know stuff go up. But damn, that fast? Never thought I would be paying $5 a gallon. A loaf of bread, almost $4. Like I said, they are attacking our children. Because if we can't afford this stuff, that means our children are not going to be able to eat well. Our children are going to grow up sad, mad, hurt, depressed. You might not be able to afford to take them to get therapy because you need it yourself. And then they're not going to be able to get a decent job because the education system is, that's a whole nother story. And then they're going to be back in the field. Yeah, they want our kids back in the field. That's never going to happen. I hope not. I don't know what might happen after I'm gone. But that's a shame. So, and that's what I'm saying. This person said they voted for Donald Trump. You voted for a criminal. Why would you vote for a criminal? And when you go and put in an application for a job, it asks you, do you have a criminal record? To write down. And if it's been longer, if it's been shorter than 5 years, you could just hang it up. But this man got a job after being found guilty a year late, 2 years later or something. And accused of sexual assault. Who would want to even work with somebody like that? But now we have somebody who is representing this country. I can just imagine what other people in these other countries is thinking. Here I am sitting there talking to a person that was accused of rape, pedophile, friends with a sex trafficker. Wow. How far down the United States have came. I mean, we was on our way up, but now that's not even going to happen. That's over with. That's over with. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. We don't have any more leaders. Our leaders are gone. when they killed Martin Luther King Jr. in broad daylight around a bunch of people. That just let us know. And not one rose up to take his place because they all got scared. They all got scared. Hello, everybody. Yeah. So, oh well. Not just like Malcolm X. We haven't had another Malcolm X. So now we all just around here with a violin in our hand, trying to get likes, subscriptions, subscribers, and a paycheck. We're not trying to get decency. We're not trying to get power. Yeah. So, oh well. Okay, I feel a lot better now. I feel better now. Wow. Yes. It's been nice knowing that it's some decent people out here. That's who I'm trying to uh, get to know. The people that want to do something. They want to change directions. Because I can see that what we've been doing is not working because things are getting worse. Especially with domestic violence. That's why I want us to start a movement. Enough is enough movement. Go to my website, enoughisenoughmovement.net. We done had enough. I'm so sick of hearing about our young mothers and sisters getting killed along with their children. For what? For no reason. These are strong women that are being taken away from us and their children. Thank you. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Okay? Stay strong.